Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back, Don's Hot Rod Garage. Big Don with you. We're going to try to clean up and install the electric wiper motor on the 55 Chevy Nomad. I believe the car come with an electric wiper motor when it was new. So, see if we can get it cleaned up and get it installed. Alright, I'm going to try to put this end on here. You just kind of shove both wires together and try to roll them. Something like that. Trying to get that roll just right, guys. Okay, that looks pretty good right there, so let's give it a shot. And this is a little, Weller. This electric wiper motor didn't have the end on it. Instead of putting something on there that would look goofy, I went back and looked through my stuff, found one of the original ends. Let's try to see if we can do the other side now. See how that looks. Well, it looks pretty good. I just don't want to have to tear the top of this motor off. Give her the tug test. I just don't want to have to tear the top of the motor off to replace this whole wire. So I've already put a heat shrink. This is all heat shrink that I've put on there. And that's what this is too. We'll slide that down here in a second. You know, once it cools off. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. Hopefully this will slide over it. Yeah, all that is a heat shrink. And then you just take your lighter and seal it right up. All right, let me try to sneak in here. See, it's got one side's got the open pan on it, the other side's closed. And you can see it's got a little finger right there. And then also this one has this little cardboard cover on it. I've been trying to find some replacement ones. This was supposed to take up the slack so it wasn't slapping back and forth. I'd like to find some more of them, or maybe try to make them. Let's see if I can. We're going to give it a shot and see what happens. And then this is just almost got like a washer pinched onto the end of it to connect it. So let's see what happens. It'll be tough to get a screwdriver, the little screwdriver that I had right there, so let me find a different one. You know, every time I buy screwdrivers, look at the end on it. Try to get old broken bolts out, and it just eats them up, especially the Phillips. See, and I'm just lining this up with this collar back here, and we're going to see if all this works together. There's one part of the puzzle. See, and this one that I'm putting on this car is actually the slow park. It's not technically correct for a 55, but it'll work on all 3 years. And then the ground just gets hooked to that screw right there. See how the wire just naturally wanted to still be in that position. Try to hold it as I'm tightening it up. Okay. Now, if I can move this, let's see here. I know this is riveting, but we're going to see if we can make this wiper motor work on here. Let's see. Okay. Let me go make sure that that's moving freely on the handle. That should be all the way off. Let's see here. That cable might need a little bit of, might need just a smidgen. Yeah, because right there is off. trying to adjust it to where it will work from the handle or from the switch. Okay. See if I can do anything good with that. See, and I was just moving the windshield washer knob back and forth. So I guess I might try to put it on this one, this brown wire right here. If I can get her past this. Tack it on the back of this. This is a ballast resistor. A lot of people just eliminate them. Let's see if we can piggyback back there. Alright. It's looking good so far. So let me turn the switch on and we'll see what happens. Okay, so my cable clearly needs some cleaning, because this is not so you can hear the wiper motor working, but this cable is just not moving enough. So there we go. It's shut down right now. Try to get a little PB blaster to soak through it. See, the end is just, it's not happy right now. Trying to work it back and forth. Okay. Wow, that really went in. Let me turn it out some. Now I should be able to adjust it to where it wants to be happy. And actually, see, it doesn't take much to move that lever. That little wiper motor works good, don't it? You can hear it working, and the transmission's moving. Just I don't have the blades on it right now. Okay. Let's tighten that up again. One guy had asked me on the messages, on the comments, are all of them 2-speeds? All the electric wiper motors are 2-speed. Alright, let me see if I can shut it off in the car now. Okay, I'll bring you back here in 1 minute. Alright guys, guys and gals, this is what it looks like with the electric wiper motor installed on the car. And this is the cable that runs out from your wiper switch under the dash, and it just pins in, it just slides in. This little metal bracket's got an opening on the end of it to where the cable just slides in. Then it gets its power over here. This is an original ballast resistor. A lot of people get rid of this, so if you don't have this no more, you're going to have to get a ignition switch 12 volt to run the electric wiper motor. And the ground is right there. So nice little complement underneath the hood of this car. And I do believe this car come with electric wipers with the washer, which would have had a different washer coordinator over here, to where once you pushed in the button on the windshield wiper switch, it created vacuum. Now that I'm looking at it, the original one probably went here, and these, you know, that's where the bracket for the original washer fluid bottle would have went. But you can see what's left of an old rubber hose right there, and they punch these holes into the firewall because on the bottom of your bezel it's got a copper tube that would hook up to your hose, and you can see it over here too. That's where the hose would have went. So it's safe to say that this had an electric wiper motor with windshield washer squirters when it was new. And I got tape up there because I don't have any rubber on the rubber blades. And the electric wipers took a different arm. I think it was kind of like, it's like a hook almost. But I don't have any of the manual wiper blades to compare it. And then I was looking at this 57, and you can tell by how these are round. You know, the clean mark is round on both of them. You know, the original shiny metal that never had any elements on it. This car had a vacuum wiper motor on it when it was new. This car did not have an electric wiper. It was vacuum. But we'll put an electric one on there one of these days. If I stop being so busy, we'll get that engine to turn over, and I haven't even tried to turn it over. We'll get it to turn over and try to start it. But let's flip on the switch on this, and let's see if we got wipers. All right. Awful hard to reach down there. Let's see what happens. So you just turn that. Things swing out pretty far, don't they? Plenty of wiping. See, and that's the slow. See if we can coordinate this down here. Turn them on high. Yeah, that's what high wipers would have been like in 1955. I guess it's not too bad, you know, considering. And let's shut them down. See how that went down and it just slowly parked like that? Gotta reach in there. It's hard to reach in there. Use my other hand. So that's all working. That's all working the way it should be. And now that I've seen that, I'll order me some little rubber wiper blades for it. But I just wanted to do that just to kind of get a couple little things off the bench and make the car just a little bit more complete. And it was the red one from the last video that had the red overspray that was sitting right there. See, and this one right here is what actually, when I got the 57, this wiper motor come with it. But see, it's missing the little collar where you would hook in your cable. But it's got a nice end on it, so it won't require any actual work to fix the wiring of it. But you could spin it over and see how the bracket's straight. It's not a slow park, so when you turn them off, instead of mine how it would come down and then went like that, this one right here will be like whap. It just comes straight down to shutting it off. So anyways, that's a video on how to install an original electric wiper motor on a 55, 6, or 7 Chevy.